Hey everybody, Tim here for tonight's episode of Star Trek Discovery, Season 4, Episode 5, The Examples. I didn't like it. Part of the reason I do these is not to be like, I love everything about Star Trek, because I will never once claim to be a movie buff. I will never once claim to be like the biggest Star Trek fan ever. It's not who I am. My thing is to kind of come out of like, here's me watching this and here's what I'm thinking. Not to have the top level Star Trek knowledge, but not to be like a beginner. Like, this is kind of in the middle. And so maybe, and the same thing is like, sometimes you watch something and then you come back months or even years later and you have a totally different opinion. Watching this episode tonight, this was not the episode for me. Being drunk also has a lot to do with it. I wasn't feeling it. It wasn't quite my thing. It was very difficult for me to stay focused on it. I have trouble. I think there was an A and B storyline. I would say, I guess what do we want to do? So the storyline, the DMA, still not liking that, like, basically shuts down and moves. So we've already known, I felt like it was already established in the previous episodes that, hey, it's changing trajectory. So this obviously is not like a natural phenomenon. But now they're like, oh, it's like teleported, it's moved. So now it really isn't. And it's like, we knew that. Okay, it just clicked. Okay, so I'll start with the B storyline with Book and Michael. Like, because the DMA has moved, it's going towards a planet, and as they're trying to like now get everybody off the planet, and they're like, oh no, the prisoners can stay there, and it's like, wait, what? And so Michael and Book go down to save the prisoners. That's it. I mean, there's some kind of good storytelling where one of them like ends up staying there, and because he's like, hey, I actually did do the crime. But the whole thing just kind of dragged for me. I was like, I just don't care. The killer beetles, there's like these little beetles that are like designed to attack intruders. I loved those. I thought that was pretty great. Which is funny because it kind of reminded me of the Mummy, which is where like Admiral Vance comes from. The A storyline, I guess, would be Stamets meets this new character, Ron Tarka, whatever. I immediately hate Tarka, and you're supposed to hate Tarka. Tarka's an unlikable character. And they even say at one point, like, you know who designed the DMA, don't you? And I'm like, oh my God, I swear to Christ. If Tarka is the creator of the DMA, I'm going to flip my laptop. Like, I'm going to be so mad. But whatever. Like, the A storyline with Stamets and Tarka, because Stamets doesn't like Tarka because he's opinionated and he's like single-minded, and like they even have the conversation where it's like, yeah, that's also Stamets. So they don't like each other. It's like two Leos being in the same room together. The best line to come out of Tarka was when he calls Jet Reno like the grumpy lady. I was like, that made me laugh because I could see Tig. Yeah, like that fit. I didn't think I would care that Tilly was leaving because I haven't really been feeling her character much lately. But her absence was really felt. I will say that. And then they brought Tig Notaro in to fill the gap. So I was like, okay, whatever. So, I don't know. I'm curious to see Stamets and Tarka make this fake DMA. I know it's going to blow up at some point. Like, not physically, but metaphorically. I know this is going to end badly. It did kind of make me pause. Because, like I said, there's so many little things, and there's so much going on in my brain, and there's so much alcohol, and there's so much stuff all the time. And there's so many episodes of Star Trek where some people, like even those that comment, are like, oh, you missed this and this and this. I'm like, you are 100% correct. Because I don't remember every fact of every episode ever made. But little glimmers come through here and there. And the last part of this episode is one of those glimmers where I did pause it and I had to rewind it because I was like, wait, like I know that name. Where Tarka is like, Tarka and Book are talking and they're like, oh, you know who made this? And he's like, well, I know it's not the Metrons, which is from the original series of Star Trek with Kirk, and it's the Arena with the Gorn. And he's like, I know it's not the Anasi, which are the caretakers from Voyager. And he's like, I know it's not the Iconians, which we get a little bit in the Next Generation and we get again in Deep Space Nine. I was like, oh, I know those references. I got those. Yes, I was in the game. Like, somebody's going to comment and be like, yeah, but you missed all of this. I don't give a fuck. I got those ones. So it kind of made me feel a little bit happy. But I'm guessing those are his examples, which is the title. So I don't know. I've been trying, for those that didn't watch my episodes or reviews like 5 years ago, I'm trying to be very diplomatic. I'm trying to be very cautiously optimistic. I would say this is the 5th episode of the season, and this is the first one that I would say I didn't really like that much. It wasn't terrible. It wasn't the worst thing I've ever seen. It was just kind of boring. Curious what you guys are thinking. Go ahead, let me know, and I will see you guys next time for Stormy Weather.